Here. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? It's Joe D. It's Share a Beer 339. Um, welcome. This is Share a Beer Show. I am Joe D, and uh, generally, we have a few people here, and we'll have a beer or two. And I don't share a beer anymore. Well, currently because of my work schedule, but hopefully in the future I will be able to. We'll see. Um, but generally, you can have a beer, talk about, whatever you're drinking, talk about whatever sort of thing might come to mind, just like if we was in an actual pub having a beer together, you know what I'm saying, in a safe environment of your own home or wherever you're at, right? Uh, I'm getting over something here. I don't know. I was a little under the weather this weekend. So just kind of been resting a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I sound different or anything, but in any case, if I am still here by myself the whole time, I might just make this a short show just so I can hit the sack again, man. Oh, hey, there's Mark.
Yeah, I found it.
Did the link help at all?
The link helped, but I had to scroll down to when you posted the, when you set up the event 2 weeks ago or whatever, or last week. Remember, you set up like the next 8 or 10 events
Oh yeah.
last week. So I scrolled down and found it that way.
Oh, I wonder what's
But I haven't clicked on all of them to say I'm going to watch, so they don't show up in my events.
Oh.
I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you
All
start
right.
it, yeah, because you're sending it out to a private group. So I guess you got to click on it, and it'll show up in your own events.
So if it was public, then it would show up, I guess, at the top or something, or
Yeah,
what?
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, see, and I don't know if I really want to do that because I don't, I don't know what we'll get. We've had some bad experiences, and so I
Yeah,
was a
no,
little
I
under
don't
the
blame you.
I was a little under the weather, and that's why I didn't show up for your show. I was just in bed, just taking tons of NyQuil,
Oh, okay.
you know.
Didn't they play in Phoenix?
Yeah, I didn't even go. I
Okay.
it was
So
that I was that it was more preventative at that point. By Sunday, it was more preventative. I was definitely feeling better, but I was like, in order to make sure I can go to work,
yeah,
let me
yeah, because I
just.
don't pay you to show up at my show. That's for sure. What the hell I'm
Yeah,
paid? So
yeah. The pay is not very good, I will admit.
yeah.
we I definitely need to negotiate that better with my agent,
Yeah,
and we need to get a better contract for that deal. But
yeah, right.
it's about the same as the pay for this show.
Yeah, it's just psychic pay. It just
Yeah.
feels good.
Yeah. So what are you drinking today, my friend?
I went down into the basement and because I was a little short on beer. I didn't want to go out and buy more beer because it was kind of the end of the month and my beer budget was pretty much
Oh,
done. So I was like, well,
yeah.
let's see what I got in the basement. So I went down and I found a bottle of the Red Brick Double Chocolate Oatmeal Porter.
Oh my
Red
God, that
Brick
smells.
Brewing. And I think this bottle, it was hidden in a box with 7.7% ABV. I want to say this beer is from like 2012 or 13. I think it's 2 or 3 years old. It doesn't have a date on it, but this is they put this out in the fall, I think. It's like a fall seasonal, holiday seasonal type of thing. Um, Brewed and bottled Atlanta Brewing Company, blah, 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 7.7. Yeah, there's no date on it, but it's at least a few years old.
So you've got 29 reviews on BA, Beer Advocate. Gets a 85.
Okay, so it's a solid beer.
Solid beer, yeah.
Yeah, where'd my opener go? I might have to use my my Brazilian wooden screw opener. You've seen this before, right?
Yeah.
From Brazil, they went down there, and it's basically a piece of wood with a screw in it, and it works really good.
Look at this.
It works. You don't want to use it too much because you end up denting the wood, but it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
It's my emergency beer opener. So let's see here. Oh,
As opposed to the emergency cork opener.
yes, that's right. I still have that up here. Screwdriver.
It's screwdriver, exactly.
Wow, this is like over carbonated. Look at that.
Wow. Oh yeah, you're about to have a beer emergency there.
Look at that. 3/4 foam, 1/4 beer. I'm gonna have to let that sit a little bit. But this has been sitting in the basement for a few years, so I don't know what the deal is.
Is it chilled, Mark?
Mm-hmm. It's been out of the fridge. Yeah, I put it in the fridge last night. It's been just sitting in the basement, unrefrigerated. And I put it in the fridge last night and took it out, 45 minutes ago or so.
Wow, that thing's really heady, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that.
It
is. Especially for a porter.
Yeah, I just wonder if, just sitting there.
And it was aged how long?
I don't know. At least 2 years, probably.
At least 2 years.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like, wow, I'm not used to seeing one that. I mean, that's like,
I can taste the chocolate and the foam, though.
That's like Duval type head right there, isn't it?
Big head. Yeah, it's going down a little bit, but I can definitely taste the chocolate in the even just in the foam. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to let that sit for a minute. It's going down. I'll let the foam go down. I got about a third, maybe half the bottle in here. So,
Well,
but yeah, let's see. It's still pretty good. It's a little thin, but to be honest, I don't remember. It's been a few years since I've had this beer. I think the last time I had this beer was probably, I bought they come in 4-packs. So I'm sure I bought a 4-pack, drank 2, put a couple away.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years since I've had this at least.
I'll just read the first one.
It's not bad. It's still pretty good.
The first review here said that it poured from the bottle, a dark beer, thinnish consistency.
Yeah, I was going to say it is a little thin, but
the off-white head that didn't stay up too long.
No, this one, it's got to age it for 3 years in your basement.
Yeah, and ran down to some decent lacing on the glass. Chocolate malts. That's as far as the smell.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee mostly. Burnt,
coffee
roasty.
Yeah, real burnt and roasty. Dark coffee, chocolate. It's pretty good. I think I'm going to pour the rest and maybe let it sit for a little bit. Or maybe I can pour the rest.
Now I do. Oh, wait. Let me. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I wanted to show this. Let me share my screen here real quick. Yeah, I wanted to show this. There's breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Cinnamon bun flavored Oreos are coming.
Cinnamon bun flavored? Oh, man. I don't see anything on the screen yet. I don't see.
Yeah, it's still coming slowly here. There we are. And they're actually making a cinnamon cookie. So, which is a good sign. Let's see. What are they saying here? Well, the 2016 contenders duke it out, Nabisco, and Oreos. Tastes like cinnamon buns. The product is not yet available in stores. Snack foods. When's it gonna be available? Oh, okay. So you're gonna have a cinnamon cookie and cinnamon bun flavored cream.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess not clear when exactly it's going to come out, but now the s'mores were pretty darn good. The s'mores of those last four that I got.
Yeah.
Let me go over my picture here. Hell, I even forgot which one I got.
Yeah,
But
looks like a Cinnabon. So they're doing a cinnamon flavored cookie then, huh?
yeah, cinnamon bun flavored cookie.
And then the cream filling is probably gonna be like the icing, I would think. Like the
Yeah. Where is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, my last Oreo haul was the brownie batter Oreos, the cookies and cream Oreos, the s'mores Oreos, and the pumpkin spice Oreos.
And you were saying pumpkin spice was it, right?
The pumpkin spice was getting a lot of comments, at least.
Right.
After what do you call it? A lot of detailed analysis, or what would you call it, Mark? In-depth reporting, or what do you call it? The investigating, right? Yeah.
Okay.
After the in-depth investigation, dunking into 2% milk and so forth, I actually like the s'mores the best of that group.
Okay.
Because they kind of put the most into it, like, but the brownie batter was damn good, man. It was hard to deny the brownie batter, but the s'mores actually had a graham cracker cookie.
Okay, all right. Now I've seen the s'mores in our store. I might have to pick up a pack of those. Yeah, the brownie batter was awesome. Those
Yeah,
were great.
the brownie batter was no doubt they were good, and that's because how all it is a regular Oreo with just different cream, right?
Yeah.
Because the chocolates the cookies are already chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's something that you know is going to be good, right?
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty interesting, the s'mores, because you had two creams inside of it, two flavors of cream inside of it. One trying to be marshmallowy, and then the other one trying to be whatever, chocolatey, I guess. But when dunked in milk, oh man, you definitely taste the cinnamon. It was
for this weekend. Sounds really good for this weekend.
It was good, son. So I've had, for those of you that don't know, I've had at least 10 flavors, I think now. I think I've had 10 different flavors now. It's pretty close. Eight or 10, something like that. It's in that ballpark. So
wow, becoming an Oreo aficionado.
I know that up to a certain point there was 14 different flavors, so I was coming up on most of them. So it's just kind of fun. So they're coming out with another flavor that I'll have to be on the lookout for. The only part that does really suck is that they are small packages, but
only 20 cookies or something like that per pack?
Yeah, well, you counted it out that one day, and I think you said it was 20.
Yeah, which is bad, but it's also good because then you can only eat 20. I mean, you can eat them all at once anyway. So I mean, 20 is better than eating 40.
I have to admit, I've been pretty good. I'll have a couple, and then actually, in the case of the brownie batter, I never even dunked those in milk. I took the whole package right to work, and we cracked it open there. But I literally will have a couple, and then take the rest to work, and we'll all like sample them, So quite a few of the guys at work are already like, you know what, the ones that I like the best were you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of it's kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
No one can really resist Oreos. They're like Lay's potato chips.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, that's cool. I think that's a good. Now my bag lasted of that. It lasted 2.5 days. Because I took, I ended up taking a couple with me to work, with my lunch, and had a couple when I got home from work, and then had a couple for, for dessert. So, it is tough to ignore them. They're so tasty. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get another bag or another flavor or two.
Now, we can talk about. Let me see. I'll put this link in the chat here for you so you can see it. But we can talk about right away, right off the bat, some of the winners from GABF,
Yes.
which will be the big thing happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is more about just winners you've never heard of.
Okay.
I think by now probably people can find a list of the winners and go through all that stuff themselves. But these are some of the winners that, and this is according to Men's Journal.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see there. I'm sure they're gonna. Let's see. Preeminent judges declare ales. Let's see. More than 1,500 breweries sent in a total of 6,647 entries to vie for just 92 categories.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot, man. Wow, that's a lot. Impressively, 4 craft brewers walked away with 3 medals each. Firestone Walker, Sun King. I've never heard of Sun King.
Yeah, Sun King is out of Indianapolis, I think.
Really?
Indiana. I think it's Indianapolis. Yeah.
Port City. I think I've heard of Port City.
Okay.
But I'm not real familiar. But that name sounds familiar.
Okay.
And then Left Hand Brewing. I think we've all heard of Left Hand Brewing.
Longmont, Colorado.
So that's pretty good, man. That those brewers walked around with 4 medals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it sounds like that's the most anybody won, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
But most exciting were about the dozen of small and up-and-coming brewers that nabbed awards. Of the gold medalists, here are the 20 new to us and soon-to-be famous brewers we can't wait to try. So let's see. 7th Settlement Brewery out of Dover, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Bottle Logic Brewing. Longboat Brewing. Out of Columbia, Missouri. Missouri's not a state that you hear too much out of.
No.
It's weird too because you would think you would with St. Louis and so but you don't hear too much of beers. At least I don't.
No, you really don't. I mean, Kansas City, Missouri. On the west side, St. Louis on the east, and Columbia is almost dead in the middle. It's like if you drive I-70 from St. Louis to Kansas City, it's like 220 miles across the state, and Columbia is almost exactly in the middle.
Oh, okay. So I'll go ahead and name their beers then. It was Bear Hair, Belgian style blonde ale or pale ale.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Jailbreak Brewing out of Laurel, Maryland, Champion Brewing Company out of Charlottesville.
Greg should be because he lives near Charlottesville, I think, so he should be familiar with Champion Brewing, I think.
Yeah, that should be one that hits home with him, so that's good, man. This is good. This is a good list. Lion Bridge Brewing, Mother's Craft Brewing. That's another Virginia, maybe Harrisonburg. I have no idea where that is. Exile Brewing, Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah.
New Helvania. What is this?
Helvetia
Brewing, Sacramento.
Okay.
Gibbs 100 Brewing, right there in North Carolina, Greensboro. Here's another one in North Carolina. What is that? Fonta Flora Brewery. Oh, for a Beats, Ryman Life Field Beer. What would that be?
I don't. Beer made out of stuff you'd get in the field. I don't know. Maybe beets. You know, maybe they grab some
Beets?
beets and put it in a beer, you know, for coloring. I don't know.
God, what would that be? I don't even know what that would be. In any case, Fair Winds Brewing, another Virginia, but wow, Virginia did well.
Yeah, they got a lot there.
Rubens, Brews, a tap room, Platform Beer Company out of Cleveland, Ohio. Wow, you don't hear too much out of, well, I guess we have heard of a lot out of Ohio, here and there. Historical beer. So there you go.
Must be like made with recipes the way they made beer way back when.
I wonder how many breweries there are in the New York area. Because good God, I mean, there's got to be a million, right? I mean,
you think there's plenty of people.
you know what I'm saying? So this Grim Arsenal Ales from Brooklyn, New York, man. I mean, they've got to be a double negative imperial stout. I imagine it's fantastic, but I wonder if Barry knows anything about that brewery there.
He's probably interviewed the brewmaster already.
Yeah.
Barry is like the king of the interview. You watch
Alvaro-
this, Barry. I want to know who you interviewed recently.
Yeah.
To check his blog. I haven't done that in a while. But.
Yeah, I haven't checked in on Barry in a while. He hasn't sent me any messages in a while too. Yeah, Alvarado Street Brewery in Monterey, California. Garage Brewing out of Temecula, California. What is that? Spangla? Spangalang. There you go, brewery out of Denver.
Table beer.
With other Belgian style ale.
So it must be some Belgian style, but doesn't fit the general category.
Yeah. West O Beer out of another Iowa beer.
Okoboji. Wouldn't you like to live in Okoboji? I want to live in Okoboji.
West Okoboji. You know, Iowa has some really interesting names. Well, that whole part of the country, right, has interesting city and town names, don't they? Wandering Brewing out of Bellingham, Washington, which I would imagine all those beers from that part of the country, Iowa, Washington, Oregon, of course. I mean, I would think that they've got to be phenomenal. The ingredients are right there. Like they can walk out their door and just start picking stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, practically, it seems like. So there's 20 of the brewers that won from GABF that you might or might not have heard of. So I guess if you're in that area, then maybe you've heard of some of those breweries. But
I saw a thing on if you were looking on Facebook, Zach Ashley his wife posted a thing that we're going to the the awards ceremony. It was Saturday evening, whatever time it was, maybe like 5 o'clock Saturday Denver time, so it was like 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then I went on their website. It was like maybe 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 or 10, and they already had they had gone through all the stuff.
Did they happen to win anything?
No, they didn't. But there was some, like you said, 6,000 beers for 90 categories.
6,600 beers for 92 categories. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you even compare that to? How does the biggest wine festival compare to that? I would wonder. I would think that wine would be the only thing that would compare to that.
Yeah, I bet you beer is bigger.
Yeah, and it's got to be bigger. I mean, I don't know much about wine, but I would imagine wine would be like. Is there a big wine fest? I mean,
there's got to be.
There's got to be, right? I mean, because they have wine fest all over the country, all over the world, really, right? So.
Yeah, I'm sure they have one or two in France.
Yeah, or Italy, right? Like
Italy,
they. I mean, they're
European, Germany, Italy. I mean, yeah, all over, and probably a ton here too.
There's got to be. I wonder what the big I would imagine wine would be the only thing that would compare to that, because there's not like a food type of fest that would even come close to that, right? I mean, that's
Yeah. I don't know. That many? No. There's so many different kinds of beer.
yeah.
And
Because I've been to some like barbecue competitions that were pretty big.
mhm.
Probably not as big as something held in uh, Tennessee or Kansas City or something like that. But I've been to some that are fairly big, but they don't have like 92 different categories of
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, barbecue, I mean, what do you got? You got chicken, pork, beef, and something else probably. I mean, there's probably like 5 or 6 categories for a barbecue competition.
Yeah, it depends on how deep they want to go. I mean, because you could have. I've been to some where it's all pork,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll have like different parts of the pig. You
Yeah.
know, so you gotta you kill the pig at a certain time, and
Yeah.
it gets down to that level.
Yeah. You
You
get
know,
ribs and shoulder and
right?
snout.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
pretty
So
huge.
it's
Yeah.
all the organs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Everything goes on.
And then they have like competitions, for things, like I say, organs and blood and stuff like that. So it just depends on how deep they want to go, but it still doesn't amount to 92. I
Yeah.
don't imagine.
I think so.
Bum is saying someone should create an untapped style Oreo app called Unscrewed to keep track of all the flavors. There probably is an app or something that I just don't know about.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you go to the Google Play Store. There's probably an Oreo. Let's go. I'm just gonna go to Google Play and I'm gonna type in Oreo app and see what happens. Let's just see, just for giggles. Oreo games, Oreo Maker, Oreo cookie games. Let's see. Well, there are a few apps. There's Oreo. Let's see more. Wow, you got all kinds. You got the Oreo Twist Lock Dunk app, Oreo Play, chocolate drink or play with Oreos, Oreo Superman. Okay, so let's see what the Twist Lock Dunk is. Oh, they're all games. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be. I would imagine they're all games.
You need like an Oreo logging app. They probably
But
got 25, 30 flavors now. You know, I would I would think there would be quite a few.
yeah, yeah, that is an interesting. How many? You would think that Time.com, that where I got this article from, would have
Hmm.
had like how many different flavors there are.
Yeah.
Like you would think that would be a basic. I'm gonna ask Google, right? Because if you ever have a question, yeah, here we go. Someone's already asked the question 100 times, right? Because it comes up the
Yeah.
minute you start typing it. Uh,
That's funny.
oh, okay. So here's an interesting one. Thrillist.com not only has every Oreo cookie flavor, but they have them ranked as well. So apparently, oh damn it! See, I've got to click off of this. All these sites have these darn ads now.
Yeah.
Let me see.
The little pop
Okay,
up
so
ads.
apparently I had wrong intel. So there's way more than 14. Uh, okay, let me see. There are actually a stunning 25 flavors of Oreos.
25. Wow.
So we'll share the screen here real quick. And yeah, there's 25 flavors of Oreos.
Wow.
Uh, some of which bear little to no resemblance of the cookie your grandparents loved.
Yeah.
Which of the 25 Oreo, fun fact, the plural of Oreo is Oreo. Oh, so it's, okay, so you don't say Oreos, you say Oreo. So it's
Okay.
still Oreo. right? Like it's what else do you do like that where the plural of it is just the same?
Kleenex is one, probably.
Kleenexes. You don't say
No, I think
Kleenexes.
it's just Kleenex, yeah.
I think you have that debate too when it comes to texting, right? Like some people say text,
Yeah.
but it's really just text, right? Like I sent several texts, right?
Yeah.
But so to find out, I tracked down every available flavor, including hard to find ones on Amazon, eBay, and Walmart.com. No fudge creams, though. We don't consider them a true Oreo. Oh, now they're being a purist. They're already
Oh, yeah, they're
judging.
being Oreo snobs.
Again, they're being Oreo snobs. What with all that fudge on top? Oh, I see. Okay, the ones that are covered. Okay.
All right. So it's if it's like a covered cookie. Yeah.
So if it's a covered cookie, okay. So here's their list. So berry is the bottom of the bowl. You know, I've had those.
The berry ones.
Yeah, and they're not very good. Yeah.
Okay.
So berry is 25. I'm not going to go into all the details. Mega stuff with the golden cookie, not very good. You know, I'm not a big fan of the mega stuffs. I've had the mega stuffs. Mega stuff chocolate cookies 23, chocolate cream golden cookie 21, chocolate cream chocolate cookie. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Okay. Birthday cake. I've had that. This is funny. I'm gonna name off the ones. You name off the ones you've had too. Okay. Of course, I've had the chocolate cream golden cookie, chocolate cream chocolate cookie. I've had that. I've had the megas, and I had the berry. So far, I've had all of them that they're on. Okay, the reduced fat I've had, not very good.
Yeah.
That's 19. 18 thin Oreos mint. I've had that.
I had those.
Regular Oreos 17.
Yeah.
I'm bored with
the
these.
reduced fat, the regular Oreo. I haven't had any of these other ones yet, so I got a lot of work to do here.
Either that or I've had too much of it. I'm starting to sound like an Oreo, weirdo right now. An Oreo geek.
Yeah.
Oreo Thins Golden Cookie. I've had those, dude. Those are freaking delicious, man.
Yeah, they're good. Okay.
Yeah. See, and I'm sorry, but she says here, or was it a she or a he that made this?
I don't know.
But in any case, they said that if for some reason I had forgotten what the consistency of a vanilla wafer cookie felt like, I could be convinced that this was vanilla wafer cookie. Yeah, because you do feel like that when you're having the Oreo thin golden cookie. Yeah, because it does remind you of that. The mint, I've had. Yeah, the lemon I've had. 14. 13 is the golden, and I think a lot of people have had that one. Heads or tails double stuff. I've not had that.
Triple double. Wow.
Triple double.
Is that 3 cookies?
What? Yeah, this is a chocolate cream Oreo stacked on top of a vanilla cream Oreo with 3 chocolate Oreo cookies.
Oh, okay. So
it's an Oreo version of a Big Mac.
Oh, wow. Well, holy Jesus, take a bite. Watch out for the crumbs.
I have not had that one. So there's already 2 that I haven't had. I've seen them, but I haven't had them. Oreo Thins. Okay, I've had that. 9, the Oreo double stuffed golden cookie. Yeah, these are basics right here. Come on. Oreo double stuffed chocolate cookie. Of course. Yeah. Right? Key lime pie.
Have you had that one?
Have I had? No.
No, okay.
No.
Number 7.
And that's number 7 on the list here.
Now, peanut butter. I see that. Now, I love peanut butter. That might be a good one to get.
Peanut butter, I don't think I've had. I don't think I've had that. Wow, there's already a bunch that I haven't had. S'mores, just had that. Yay. And that's number 5 on her list. See, and I thought those were pretty good too. Birthday cake golden cookie. Wow. There's 2.
Birthday cakes, yeah.
I did not know that. So I'm lacking one of the birthday cakes.
Really good with birthday cake golden cookie right now.
Oh, would it?
Oreo minis, I've had those.
Oreo minis, yes. Reese's peanut butter cup had that.
Yeah.
Yeah. had that, and that's number 2 on our list.
See, they're missing all the new flavors.
Yes, this is
brownie batter. I mean,
yeah.
this is an old one. I mean, they need.
Yeah, this is. How old is this list?
It's probably from last year, I bet.
Man, this is whack.
Yeah, see, the Thrillist better update.
When's the yeah, I don't this is messed up here, dude. Like what the
there's more than we know there's more than 25 then. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's way more than 25 because that's yeah, see this says July 27th right here, 2015 in the Google list here. That's why I picked it. Let me see. Here's Yahoo. August 6th.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a lot closer.
This has got to be a lot more
than 25. Or is this the same one? Oh, it's
this the same one.
Yeah, they're just reposting.
Yeah, it's the exact same one. No, this ain't an accurate this ain't an accurate.
No, they're.
Let's see, there's 210 comments. I would like,
dude, where's the brownie batter?
Exactly, you know, like let me go down the list of comments here. Yeah, because there's got to be way more. Show more comments. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, there's got to be there's way more because there's some that we haven't, and you're only talking that's since July.
Yeah. Well, maybe some of the flavors are only regional too. You
but
wonder maybe if they don't release them everywhere.
Yeah, but they said that they ordered them.
Okay.
Yeah, because I do know that there's, if you're going to start getting into different flavors, like there's worldwide flavors of Oreos, you know, like they have some crazy flavors in Japan from what I hear. Oh, Bum is saying, do you guys remember Hydrox, the poor man's Oreo? Yes. I do not. I don't.
Yes. Yep, Hydrox. The guy, that's right. I was talking to my brother about that, talking about all the Oreos and everything, and he said some guy bought the Hydrox name because I guess Kraft bought Hydrox a number of years ago, and he was able to buy the Hydrox brand name, and he found an old recipe, and he's producing Hydrox and selling them on the internet now.
That's a lot of effort, man, for some Hydrox.
And, and he's selling them like internet and Amazon, and he's got a page, and just he was able to get the name, and then found a recipe, and then he found like a contract food manufacturer, to make this stuff, and then he Hydrox lives. Hydrox lives.
Yeah, and they weren't quite as good. Is that? Am I right? And were they in a white bag?
I don't know if they're in a white bag. I know is I got them in my lunch because my mom was like, "I'm not paying that much for Oreos. You get Hydrox." She's like, "I'm not, never buying the brand name. Always buying the off-brand." And Hydrox was the one that was like 90% of an Oreo, but not really an Oreo. But that's what we got.
Hey, Zach, welcome to Share Oreo.
Share an Oreo, yeah. We've been talking more about Oreos than we have beer.
We got caught up, and we did a little bit on GABF, and we did get that in. But we seem to be bouncing right back to Oreo, man. That's like...
The wife and I just did the Epic Imperial Pumpkin Porter paired with pumpkin spice Oreos last night, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, so what did you think about the pumpkin spice Oreo?
They're a little mushy. I mean, they're okay.
Yeah. I had a problem with
I liked them better. We both liked them better. We got a pack of the fudge brownie Oreo, and I didn't think the fudge brownie one was all that great.
Did you dip them in chocolate? In milk?
Joe, we drink beer in this house. We're adults.
Yeah. Well, that could affect your, what beer did you pair it with? The brownies.
I think we did it in a Fort Collins double chocolate stout.
Oh yeah.
Which is a
Oh
good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. It's it's fun though to sample all the different Oreos out there. There's one quick little
I'll be right back.
there's one quick little breaking news thing that I had here, and where did I do with it? Oh my God, I lost it. Oh, here it is. It's from Real Beer, right?
Okay.
I'll put this link in there, Mark. You're gonna dig this, man. With all the acquisition stuff going on out there, I'm gonna share the screen for this one. This is kind of big news, man. You have
Oh,
Dogfish Head selling a stake to a private equity firm, right?
yeah, Oscar Blues did that last year.
Huh? What?
Oscar Blues did that earlier in the year.
Yeah, people do this. They sold a 15% stake in the company to a New York-based equity firm called Allen K. And I've heard of that for some reason. How come I've heard of that? They must be a huge equity firm. Allen K. If I've heard of them, but they did it for expansion reasons and stuff. But it's always interesting to me because sometimes if those things don't work out, then this company does own 15% of your ass. So, and that's why to me it's always interesting when those things happen because if your plans don't work out, then that there is that part of it that company now owns part of you.
Well, and it's just equity. I mean, when those places get that big, it's just where do you put your money? I mean, when you think about how large Dogfish Head is.
Yeah, and then they just completed a $50 billion expansion, and they want to continue growing. So this will give them money to do that, and they do plan.
The good news about a move like that and moves that go as far as like Odell being employee owned, it means Budweiser can keep their fucking hands off.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of InBev, they could bid $106 billion for SAB Miller, according to Sunday Times here. So that bid could go up to 106.
I think we hear about this stupid offer every year or every 2 years. That either one of them wants to buy each other out, but I don't think there's any way that it ever happens.
Why is that?
The two giants go against each other. They're busy buying up other small breweries. InBev, if they got Coors and stuff like that, it's a global market, but this has been the same issue for the past 15 years that one's going to buy the other out, and I just don't see it happening. It really has no benefits to either side right now.
Well, they are talking about the growing Africa market.
Yeah, but looking at it, how big is the Coors market in Africa? How big is the beer market in Africa? It's probably not nearly worth $1 billion.
Well, they have a huge foothold in the Africa market, which is a huge growing market. When it comes to global beer sales, and also China. And everybody is trying to get into China, and so if you're having a hard time getting into a Chinese market, you're going to buy into it.
we hear about this every couple of years, and it's the same thing, over and over. Well, it's kind of like, oh, is Goldman Sachs going to buy this? Is Verizon Wireless going to buy T-Mobile? Or, the giants always talk about buying each other out, and they never really do.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't say that, Zach. There's a little company called AT&T that just bought DirecTV.
Yeah.
That kind of worked out.
That's part of a whole different.
Yeah, that kind of worked out. You had InBev just bought a little company called Modelo. Yeah, that kind of worked out. You know what I'm saying? If you look at if you follow InBev's progress, and that's what we covered last week. You follow InBev's progress in buying out big global companies. They've been successful.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a stretch though, because it would just
because this is the only. When you talk about giants, Modelo is not a giant. I mean, and then DirecTV was not on the same level as AT&T. You have to look at these two are on the same exact level.
That would like we were saying last week. It would be kind of like Ford buying GM and Chrysler or something like that. Well,
yeah, like they have 70% when they're the exact same size. I think it's a hard deal.
It would be tough to get it, at least here in America, it would be tough to get it approved on the.
Well, because it would be considered a monopoly here in America, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it probably would.
Because
it'd be pretty close, but they're still not even close to the same size. You're talking one company that's half the size of the other.
Yeah.
I mean, I can check barrel production. I bet barrel production are fairly similar.
Yeah.
You've got AB InBev that has 46% of the market, and then you've got Coors Miller together, right? And that's like three different companies. You have SAB Miller. You have what was it, Mark? It was Miller Coors.
Yeah, Miller Coors.
And then it was
Molson Coors.
Then Molson Coors. So there was like three different outfits in there, but they had 26% of the market.
Yeah.
Let me just see.
Because combined, they said they could have 70% of the market.
Yeah.
Which would be hard to make sense of because 30%. Where's the other 30%?
It was in all the others. If you mix in ciders and everything else that's out there.
Yeah, that would be quite a thing if they were to do it. But.
Yeah, it's agreed. It's a hell of a stretch, but it's damn sure worth talking about because it's it's kind of fun, right? I mean,
yeah.
just to even consider the fact that you could have just one huge company like that, right? Like now, I know that just from some of the fans that have written to me over the years, how big that Latin market has gotten. So it wasn't a small acquisition either. What was it, Mark? They said that Modelo acquisition was like what, 50 billion or 50 what was it, 50 million or something like that?
Yeah, maybe 500 million. I think
500. It was big, man.
50 million's like us dropping $10 on a 6-pack of beer.
Yeah. It was pretty.
What's the communications industry?
Let's hate those pop-up ads, man. It's nuts. It's nuts. But it's just kind of fun, I think. Because to me, it's like all ridiculous. Like it's some number I can't even understand. I can't even wrap my head around this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand business that big. That's like beyond my.
See, I think the more interesting beer news is Chuck Silva stepping down from Green Flash. The head guy of Green Flash for the past 12 years stepping down on Sunday.
What's he gonna? Right after he won, didn't he win a gold medal for something?
Yeah, they won medal for what was it, La Freak or something?
Yeah, I know. So he's like, I got the gold medal. I'm going to Disney World.
He's got so many medals. There was rumors of is this the next company to go to InBev? Would Green Flash go to InBev? Does he know something? Is that why he left?
See, I'm not familiar with Green Flash.
You don't get. I just can't believe you don't have Green Flash. They're San Diego, probably the biggest San Diego company. They're bigger than Stone, I think.
Yeah, they're pretty close. We got Green Flash here a couple years ago. They started distributing.
If you like IPAs, oh man, Green Flash knows how to make an IPA.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of Green Flash, so it's not even on my radar.
Yeah, I think they're probably bigger than Stone.
Yeah.
Bigger than Stone?
Yeah. I would bet barrel-wise they're probably bigger than Stone because they also own Alpine Brewing.
Well, let's check them out. Let's see.
Green Flash is just amazing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do a good job.
Oh. But with Chuck leaving, that's kind of a crazy deal because for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
You've got Green Flash. Which one? This is their West Coast IPA. I would assume that's the one that's the popular one here.
Yeah, that one's good. Palette Wrecker's awesome. Road Warrior is really good. That 30th Street Pilsner or whatever it is great. La Freak is really good. I mean, everything they make is pretty damn solid.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
It was tropical IPA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a season.
Yeah, you should try to look at Total Wine because I would almost. That'd be surprising if Phoenix doesn't have it.
Yeah, I mean, if we
Phoenix might have it. Yeah, because I'm still getting used to the beers that they have here. I mean, I was just that. I mean, I can't buy everything. I mean, yeah. You go and you're looking at it, you're like, okay, what am I gonna get right now? You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's I told so and so I'd get this beer, and so it's you get so many beers at a time, and I've only got so much time to drink them, so
yeah.
Too
many beers, not enough time.
Yeah, so many beers, not enough time. Hey, we've got this also, which is I mean these type of things happen regularly, right? But we've got AC/DC to own beer now, right? They want to get fans thunder drunk, right?
Yeah.
So there's a beer from AC/DC. And that's one thing we didn't talk about because Budweiser came out in Canada with a special Metallica can.
Yeah, I saw your post on that. Yeah.
And things like that, you guys know I'm an idiot for things like that. Like you come out with a special edition can like that. And, oh, I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? The beer may suck, but like that kind of marketing crap works on me.
Yeah.
So yeah, for an AC/DC fan, and there are plenty of them. I think I saw friends post that they went to AC/DC in Vegas recently. Were they in Vegas this weekend or something? But and what is cool about being here on and driving I-10 every night is that I do see some of these bands as they're traveling from. Sometimes they're going from Phoenix to LA, or they're going from LA to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I will run into them. It's a trip. I just ran into Leonard Skinner actually last week.
You passed in their coach going from one place to another.
Yeah, it was a trip. You run in, and it was funny because the guy that's the big Leonard Skinner fan out of all of us took that night off, and he would have been running right with me. So he was like, So yeah, if you're an AC/DC fan, they're going to come out with some. I don't know if it's just one beer or a bunch of different beers, but you could be on the lookout for that. You
I
know.
think they need to come out with a malt liquor called "Ride the Lightning." You know, one of their Metallica songs. You know, Ride the Lightning. I think
Yeah.
you just get like a real nasty malt liquor.
And here's something to go out with as we end the show here. I'll share the screen again quickly. I'm loving that this share screen works nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the what a beer will cost you at NFL at every NFL stadium this year.
Oh man.
So if you go to a game, and I go to plenty, this season 742, according to the data collected from each team marketing report, is actually down from 753 in 2014.
Wow.
The fans of the Raiders, 49ers, and Bears will all have to shell out at least $9.25 for a beer at the stadiums. Right? And meanwhile, 7 different teams offer beer, albeit at a smaller size, for $5.
Okay, there's Green Bay. They're down there, $7.75.
So here you go, Raiders. Look at that, Raiders $10.75.
Wow.
And then at the bottom, you've got Carolina Panthers, $5. Bengals, $5. There's a bunch of them. Giants, Texans, Browns, all $5. Seahawks, $5. Probably get some decent beer at Seattle's games too.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine.
Yeah, but for $5, yeah, you're probably just getting like Bud Light or something.
Let's see what you give for a beer at Denver Stadium, man.
I think
hey, $6.75.
That's not true.
Well, they're probably talking like the cheapest watered down Budweiser you could get.
I think the cheapest beer you can get, maybe that doesn't calculate tax, but $7. That's the cheapest I've ever seen beer over there.
Yeah. That's and you see guys that drink like 8 or 10 of those during the game.
Yeah. Let me see what they say about Arizona. Yeah, Cardinals $7.25. You know what? They're damn right about that. Yeah. That's the cheapest you can get. You know, now there's and I noticed like they have an event, they have a deal that you can go to prior to kickoff, right? And the beers there are cheaper. So, and I wonder if they're including those type of deals as well. You know what I'm saying? Since they're actually at the stadium, and you have to be actually, it's a deal in the stadium, at least as far as Arizona's concerned, and like on field level, like for a ticket holder, not just a season ticket holder, but if you have a ticket, you can go to what they call the brew house, and the beers are a little cheaper down there. Not by much, a little bit, you know, and so, yeah, it's $7.25. You can damn sure squeeze that out down there. But yeah, no, you see people completely hammered.
Man, spend all that money on just.
That was Friday of GABF. I left.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool. Uber, the taxi service, had a little booth that you could test your breathalyzer before you left.
Uh-oh.
No, we stayed downtown, so I was walking. It doesn't matter either way. But before we left the festival, I blew a .18.
1.8. Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is like 3 times the legal limit. And then we went out after that and got beer and shots.
Oh, so what did you try again or no?
No, they just had it at the festival.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of just a cool thing to see.
Cool thing, yeah. So you were already 3 times the limit, and then within how much of a time did you have? Would you say how many shots and how many drinks?
We had 2 beers and 2 shots within the next hour.
Within the next. Oh, do you remember that the numbers on the alcohol research article we read there, Mark?
Yeah, like 1 beer equals 1 shot or something.
Yeah, did you hear that one, Zach? It was why 4% beer is not that much less
Yeah.
than a or is a lot less than a 5% beer or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean it.
They had it all broke down sick.
Yeah. I mean really.
Interesting. A lot of beers to drink. I did the math on it, and we actually got it figured out this year, Mark, for you. You had to do 450 pints of beer per session
Wow.
to try every beer.
Wow.
450 per. Oh.
Wow. So that now in that little article we read a little while ago, it said there was over 6,600
Yeah,
entries for
right about 6,700 entries. I think 1,700 breweries entered.
wow.
Okay.
And then, so that puts you at the fest of like, I think there was 3,200 different beers being actually poured
Okay.
by, I want to say 600 or 700 different breweries.
Okay.
Hey.
So a bunch of people entered stuff but didn't actually pour.
Well, there's a lot of breweries that can't go or
Yeah.
only want to pour certain things.
Yeah.
Now, now does your local news or anybody put out this kind of information, like how many incidents of alcohol poisoning there was at the event?
No.
No one's even gonna dare
Oh.
put that out.
No, but I do know the Great American Beer Festival brings in more to our economy than they say it brings in equivalent of like what a Democratic National Convention does.
Okay.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Oh, and you guys would know because you had it there a few years back.
It brings in a serious amount of revenue.
Oh, I
Because
bet.
the majority of people come into town on Tuesday or Wednesday. You get some diehards that come in on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And you're staying downtown. To book a hotel downtown that week is at least $400 a night. So, and you can't get a hotel room 6 months in advance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got people staying in hotels that whole 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's $2,400 per room in Denver.
Yeah.
Which is great because hotel rooms, you're getting like what they're taxing those rooms like what 20%,
Oh,
16%, 20%.
yeah, and then the bars are packed from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. I mean,
Oh yeah.
And this crazy stuff that you see, just some of the rarest beers on the planet. I think Falling Rock Tap House had 36 events within the 4 days.
Oh yeah. Well, like you said, yeah, it's all the other events.
Yeah.
Other than just the main event, because there's a lot of people that go that can't even get into the big event. You don't have tickets or whatever, so you go to all the other sideshow stuff.
Yeah, it's just insane. I mean,
and if you're going to that, you're going planning on spending a lot of money because it's going to cost you some money.
Well, it's not something you can do anywhere else. You're trying beers that nobody else is going to try. You're in a place that welcomes it.
Mm-hmm.
Our culinary scene here is just out of control as well. I mean, other people just talk about our food or our beer and our pot, but the culinary scene here in Denver is right up there with New York and LA and Chicago.
Oh, it is.
There's a lot of
all,
good restaurants.
all the major chefs have a restaurant there.
I looked at one. There was one beer dinner. So for like a 5-course dinner with I can't remember who it was. It's $250 a person. And I mean those are every day. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got these rare bomber tappings that's like, oh yeah, come on in, $50 for this bomber of Cigar City, whatever.
Hey, you keep finer that they wouldn't sell it for that much,
Yeah, no, the only thing I could compare, and I haven't been to that one in Denver, but the only thing, just from everything I've ever heard about it, is the big fest that they have in Germany. It's the only thing I could compare it to. I mean, I've been to many fests in Germany, and sweet God, they're insane.
They say that GABF is most similar to in the States is that South by Southwest.
Okay.
Oh.
That big convention, just because people are there all week, and there's a few days that are the big events, but there's so many small events that it doesn't even matter. All you have to do is be near it.
Yeah, it's true. You just go and just kind of catch whatever you can catch, and you're going to get more than enough
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is pretty cool. And like I said, that's one of those things that you're going there and you are planning on spending a lot of money. You're
Well,
you're going to spend money.
you're with people that are like yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll just be walking down a corner, and it was like, I couldn't tell you how many times I'd just take a random turn, and there's a guy and his buddies on their laptops doing kind of a share a beer thing on the corner. Like a recap of whatever, or I mean, just all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah.
Because they also do the Beer Writers Awards that same weekend here.
Oh.
Because every beer writer, every beer, big time beer blogger is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that would make sense, right? If you've got all this stuff happening, you might as well have that sort of thing.
If you're a beer writer, yeah, that's kind of like being a sports reporter not going to the Olympics,
Yeah. I was very excited to see Marble Brewing won another medal for that red ale.
Oh, they did.
Oh, they did?
Cool.
Yeah, that's always a good red ale.
Oh, that red ale's, yeah, it is. It's insane. Yeah.
I saw Nexus won something too.
Yeah, Nexus won something.
Yep. They got an award for something. I forget what it was, but yeah, Nexus got an award. So,
That's a good brewery.
Yeah.
It is, and there was a couple other new breweries in New Mexico that won some awards too.
There was some really, really good beer coming out of Wyoming.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Melvin Brewing actually won very small brewery of the year, and their IPA there's nobody could even contend with it. That thing was.
Where are they at in Wyoming?
I think it's Jackson Hole, maybe.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Very, very good brewery.
Well, thanks for jumping in there, Zach. Giving us a little GABF info, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Side info. Yeah. I gotta get out there one of these years and just like take the whole week and just
It's worth it. I mean, it's best if you got a place to stay. If you don't have to pick up the hotel room, it's not too.
To find somebody to buy the hotel room. I gotta work on that.
Staying in like the Cherry Creek area is the way to do it.
Yeah, because it's not that far away. Yeah, you can take a taxi or a bus or whatever.
It seems like I know the last time I went to Denver, I just stayed on the end of one of those trains.
Yep.
Saved a lot of money, and it was like a 20-minute train ride right into downtown.
Perfect. Yeah, it gets you wherever you need to go.
Yeah, saved a lot of money. I was able to walk right to the train station. You know what I'm saying? Stagger walk back. It was pretty fun.
Find a light rail, hop on.
Yeah, Denver's a place that you can just go visit anytime. I mean, it's a fun place, man. The way it's set up.
Every weekend.
Yeah.
It's set up fantastic.
Monday or Tuesday or whatever. It's just a party.
Yeah, it is. It's set up right. I like going to Denver's a good time. It is.
It is definitely. Yep.
All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
All right, man. We'll see you guys. Peace out. Thanks, man. Hey, Mark, thanks as usual for showing up. I appreciate it, buddy.
No problem, man. It just burned into my brain at this point. I just showed up Wednesday nights.
Yeah, I know. Me too, man. It's like oh, okay, yeah, I gotta do this. Okay,
All right, have a good week, man. We'll see you.
Okay, yeah, you too, man. Peace out.